Bien.
Yeah.
Diable Cinq.
Yes, sir.
Deux aujourd'hui, oui. Yeah, bienvenue, welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Merci. Thank you very much.
That's about...
We say like in Quebec, in Montreal, it's very bilingual. Bonjour, hi. The two
bonjour,
language.
Yeah.
Like in the airport.
Yeah. We're not gonna do too much French today. I do have a little bit later on, but it would be painful for you guys and the audience for us to try it in French. It'd be fun for me, but you know.
No worries.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Very good. Yeah, we arrived yesterday at the airports of Winnipeg. We had a really nice flight. We saw some movies in the flights, and now we're just settled down and we're good.
It's a relaxed day before Voyageur starting, and we play tonight and then like 5 other shows during the weekend. So it's we came here in 2023 at the Voyageur, and we had good time, but it's very jam packed. Lots of gigs.
Yeah, 5 shows, crazy.
Yeah.
Is that? I feel like this is like an unorthodox way to do it. Like, have you guys done other festivals where you're doing multiple shows?
This summer recently we had festivals in Germany.
Festival in Germany.
We played so much, and it was like we just got out from the train, and then we took a car, and then we just plug and play, and then we had some time to eat dinner, and then wash, and then play again at midnight, and the next morning, and the afternoon, in the night,
Well, it's not like the typical way of playing when you go to festivals, but sometime like Rudolstadt or the Voyageur Festival, I guess they have so much time slots, and then when bands are coming over from elsewhere, well, they just try to have you in some different stages, so then people have more opportunity to see you, but it's more anecdotic. It's usually we play a gig or two at a festival, and then Rudolstadt we played like a nice venue outside, and then during the night it was like a dance stand, so people were coming in there to party, so we had like no expectation. And then you play at midnight after coming from Canada to Brussels like the day before, having a gig the night before, taking like 10 hours train, going
and then
to
we
Rudolstadt.
had problems with the train. Then we missed the exit, the good exits.
No.
And then you go to have you're set to have a gig at midnight in a dance tent. You have no information whatsoever, so you're like, what is that gig? Why did we agree to that? And then finally it's like 3,000 people jam packed in a tent.
Better gig we had of the tour
gig ever. I guess so sometimes you don't expect it, but having lots of gigs, sometimes you have very nice ones.
That's awesome. And it's crazy you guys are global now, doing like a 3,000 person audience set where you guys are from a small town that's like 4 times the size of your whole town growing up.
Yeah, but we do have festivals in our hometown called repertoire. It's for also the folk scene, and it's quite busy over there. Also, we had
the big nights. It's like 3,000 person coming at the festival, and like you said, in the village itself, it's like 800 persons. So then during that festival, it's 3 times there's 4 times the more of the usual people in the village if you add the villagers. So then it's quite nice. And then when we play in those big festivals, and sometimes we played in Rudolstadt, one of the gigs we had like 10,000 person in front, and then in Viljandi in Estonia as well, we did a nice festival there. And then you play roots music in French from Canada, like from Quebec, with Irish and the Quebec typical music stuff, and then you're in another country, and then you see all those people loving that music. That's quite special.
But it's about bringing people together, and I think our music had a good way, I guess, for doing this, because when we played, even if it's not in the same language, like Elva said, you see people, they try their best to clap their hands, to sing with us, and it's also a challenge sometimes, make them learn some French, of course. That's pretty cool.
You try walking them through a chorus.
Not every show, it depends. We see and we have this song when we play in Quebec or French speaking country, of course people are answering back to what we sing naturally, but then when we know that the crowd is pretty much hyped, even if they don't speak French, then we take the time on this particular song when it's like a song we repeat, the chorus lots over and over in the song lots of time. So we take the time, and even in some country like in Estonia, in Viljandi, we took the time to teach every word of the chorus, which is pretty long, and then the 10,000 people there, we sing the song, and then we can hear back and understand what they're saying, and they don't have a clue of what they're saying, but we took like 5 minutes to teach. Okay, you said that, so and then cool. That, and then bits by bits, and then so it's quite special. But we don't do it to every song because it's a long process.
It's worth it for one.
This summer when we were in Germany, I have some German lessons because my wife is from Germany. So sometimes we try to plug, let's say this, some local language. When we were in Spain, we also had a sentence was writing down in Spanish that we could say, and it's also, I think, for people, they appreciate it when they oh my God, it's.
Well, I think it comes from
German or it's Spanish. Wow, the effort,
When we were in Quebec and you hear like an English-speaking artist coming over and then just making the effort, to say one or two sentences in French, the crowd is going crazy. So we try to incorporate that when we, of course, can try to speak the language, but then finish your story with the Germany.
I think when they realize, oh my God, they speak our language, even if it's one or two sentences, then I remember I started the show and then I said we had some problem with the train, and then finally we're there and we are so happy to make them sing and dance, and then it was silence, and then
well, you said all of that in German.
In German, yes.
Even like the rest of the band, we didn't know we spoke that much of German. He said, guys, let me handle this.
We'll introduce the show.
I've prepared a couple of sentences, and then it's like, I don't know, 30 seconds in German, and then with all the accent and everything, and you hear that the crowd is going crazy. So it's like, okay, now we started good for this country.
They were with us since the beginning.
I think that's huge. That's like I saw Coldplay last year, a year and a half ago, maybe, in Vienna, and Chris Martin had like a huge like a speech. It was like minutes of all in German, and I mean, I'm sure he's been there before, right? He's probably been building it up bit by bit, but people were so stoked, like just to take the time, learn a nice speech in their language. It's great.
It's I mean, I think it's some respect for the local assistants that pays lots of money and then take their time to support your music and go see you. So if you can do it as an artist, well, you don't have the time to build that kind of speech everywhere, but if you have the time, I think that's a nice touch to add to your show.
For sure. Mm-hmm. What are some other things you guys have added to the show recently? Adjustments.
We have a new album coming in. It's gonna be in May, 15th of May, 2026. So the album is already. We finished it this fall. So then we have a new single coming in March. So right a bit before the St. Patrick's Day. So it's a song, talking about the Irish immigration in Quebec and how it influenced our music and our culture in Quebec. So we have like this nice single coming out, and then so in the show we've since the last couple of months we've incorporated a couple of new songs that we try to break in front of the person. So then it helps us as well to to feel the mood of those songs, how people react to it, and then before setting the new show out.
And I think when you have 5 shows, it's also a good time to try something, in front of people. So I guess we will try to maybe enter 1 or 2 new song that we probably never done in front of the public, and it's also it's not the, let's say, Quebec typical public. It's far from home, so it's also nice to try it with a let's say brand new public.
Yeah, exactly. Are you ever trying songs like before they're recorded just to see like does the crowd respond?
We already done it on that album. I think we all tracked the songs before doing it in front of the public. We all we a lot of time we thought about it, but sometimes it's just you don't have time to properly set up the song. And
sure.
But a couple of songs on the previous album, I remember that usually those are songs that maybe we tried to incorporate to an album and then we didn't track it there, so then we push it back to the next album, and then we have a couple of years where we try it from time to time during the show, and then the song evolves. But we would like to maybe do more of that for maybe a next album. It's usually it's a matter of time, and then the time you have to practice, and then have a good exactly. good show going on, and then we're proud of having a show that's we have a good tempo during the show, and there's no a dead zone during the show, and then there's always something going on, and then the public is we grab the public and we try to incorporate them in our stories and in our universe we try to create. So sometime when we're pretty critical when we have a song that it's not maybe ready to play during a show, while we tend not to play it and prefer to have like those songs that are already show ready.
It's
and then the more we have albums going out, it's more and more difficult to choose.
Right.
Because it will be the fourth album, and then it's like 40 plus songs. Then we love songs from every album, so then it's we need to think about it, because it's like, oh man, if we want to incorporate 4 or 5 new songs, then we need to ditch 4 or 5 songs, and they're all good. So
but I think we have some song that we just cannot take out from the set list, because people, when they are there, they want to hear it. We have 2 or 3 songs like this, but the other one, sometimes they're, let's say, similar in the role they have in the show. So it's, oh my god, this one or this one, it's not the same song, but the role they had is so close that you need to choose at one point.
Right.
Sometimes it's heartbreaking a little bit.
Are you guys still proficient on all the songs? Like, are they all still like the old ones that you haven't played in a while? Could you still whip them out, or are there some that you've just like basically, these are no longer a part of the live?
There's some songs that it's been a while we haven't played, but we revived them a bit because we have another project with another local band. It's called the other band is called La Tuque Bleue. They are like the generation before us, and then we all grew up, going to the shows of La Tuque Bleue, and they play also traditional music from Quebec and kind of the same mood. And then we've set up a show with 12 musicians, so the 5 of us and then the 7 guys from La Tuque Bleue. So then that was a good time to revive some of the old songs we don't play since like 7 or 8 years. So then we have versions of those old songs that we've brought over with that special project that we play maybe 3 or 4 shows a year with La Tuque Bleue. But sometimes it's nice, to take back that old song that you think it's it's dead and it's never gonna make it, and then maybe it fits with and it's cool to revive it. And maybe we don't close the door fully sealed for the future. We just maybe sometime it's not a song that we're gonna play for a couple of years, but it's always nice to keep the door open and maybe do new arrangements and try to incorporate it. But as we have a new album that's going take the route in May, we'll be probably more focused on those new songs in the new show. And then after, you can feel how are the songs going during a show. Maybe take some of them out and then bring back some very old one, or some old one. But like Sam said, we have 2 or 3 songs that people they just want to hear them. So I think we have some
the spot they had, it's
we have some songs we never can,
let's say the 4th one, the one more close to the end, we know that those one will stay there, and then we try to build something around maybe this hottest spots of the show. But like Edouard said, I think we're not closing any door. But sometimes when you hear some old song, you realize you have progress in a way that you want to put a new touch on these songs that maybe it's not, they are not actual in the way we play now because we've changed with the years, and so we try to rebuild it a bit different. But it works. We made it. We had our 10th anniversary last year, and we made a special show that we tried to really do the 3 album we had to choose equal of one, the first, second, and the third album, and then it was pretty funny because some song was really played long time ago. But people remember them because the fan who were there was, of course, let's say the closest fan of the group. Right. So they were knowing every lyrics, but they didn't realize anything about the playing. But for us, it was, oh my God, it's a long time ago.
That's a cool moment for them too, right? Like you haven't played this in years, and then you whip it all of a sudden. They're like, oh no, this is that one. Like,
and we did we had we had a show at the Repertoire festival, so it's like in our hometown, and then we knew the real fans were there, and then it was like we had this big stage, big tent, and it's a big party going on. So then we had to choose from all the songs we had, and we wanted to have a special show because we play a couple of times a year in our big region, and then we wanted to have like this 10th year special show that we're gonna do only on that night. But then we realized there's so much song that we wanted to revive at that night, so then we did like a medley of like 5 songs, just parts of them. So we're like, okay, maybe this is a compromise. So we have like those songs we maybe don't want to put a full 4-5 minutes on showcasing the full song, but then let's take them and make like this big chunk, and then people really liked it. It's like you put that song that you almost never played show, and people are like very surprised and, oh my God, that's my favorite, but they never played it, and then now it's there, and then you switch to another one.
You do that with your entire discography. Just play 30 seconds of each song.
That would be a very interesting
nice
show. Lots going on.
Why stop there?
Yeah, you need to adapt. And people nowadays, they just listen to 6-7 seconds in the video. So then
just
same during
take
the show.
Best 6 seconds.
Take the best part and then fuck it.
I wrote down some of your lyrics in English, and I'm curious, firstly, how fast you can realize what song it is.
Oh, wow.
And also what the actual translation is, because I'm sure I'm missing it a little bit, so you can help me out.
Okay, we'll try.
I found my girlfriend's shoes.
Yeah, it's the Tour de Montagne.
Yeah, good.
J'ai trouvé les souliers de ma blonde. It's, yes.
And that whole song is finding your blonde's different items of clothing.
Yeah.
Around a mountain. I'm like lost with how
And the original version, we've changed a little bit. I need to say it because the original version was sung by the brother of and the father of André Michel, the guitarist, and it's a typical let's say song from the family, that you sing once a year, and it's always the same person that has this song. And when it's a bit late in the evening, then he could add some parts, that he finds sometimes.
In French, we would say it's a chanson cochonne, so it's a it's a graphic song, or it's that kind, because in the traditional music from Quebec, you have some type of song, and that one is like it comes from maybe old France that during the the immigration here, and then it's that song that makes people laugh. And it's just you find a piece of of clothing or that your girl is wearing, and then like in the lyrics it's like it's not that piece of clothing that interests me, it's what's in there. So then
in the pieces
it's a funny way to tell that you love your blonde, your girl, and then you love her for everything she is, and then but then when you sing that song at like midnight, it can be a 10-minute song, and then you find lots of things. And then sometimes we kept one part of it at the very end of the song. We said, okay, we cannot chop every of the lyrics maybe that you can't use in a song that will play live, and then lots of people will hear it. But we kept just that one part where at the end it's like okay, we keep the lyrics, the original lyrics from that part, like as a surprise at the end, just a bit to have a little edge at the song.
That's nice. That's funny. You can't forget to make the most of it.
Faut pas oublier, faut pas me parler de ça, non.
Yeah.
Non.
Ben moi, le mariage, il faut pas me parler de ça.
Non, mais most of it, c'est de faire. Do you have a second line?
A second clue for us.
Sur la barre du pont.
Oh my god, yeah, faut en profiter.
Yeah, ok, il faut en profiter. Ok,
Yeah.
that's the translation part.
Yeah, ok. Faut pas oublier de bien. Ok. Oui, yes, c'est sur le bord, la petite nation.
Is that the good translation, what I had there?
Yeah, you can't forget to enjoy it or make the most of it. I would say.
Yeah.
It's a good.
If you translate
way of
the
putting it.
expression, maybe it's the right expression in English. Probably this.
But I think it resumes well the song the way you've put it. Like the whole song, it's a very simple song that Sam wrote. But maybe you want to talk about it. But it was written in a way that is a very simple song, and we wanted a joyful song that very simple. People can repeat it, and then just. It's someone that's, going through the path of the river of La Petite Nation.
Yeah, then you realize, it's really cool, really beautiful, really soft. And then, when we play this song, it's about really, it's more, a bit more slow. It's less complicated. It's just to, let's go yourself with the flow and sing with us, and it's not too complicated. I think it's sometimes we try to build a song or pieces of music that is having this really nice arrangement or something like this, but then you realize when it's sometimes the more easier or let's say simple it is, it's also having this place on the album, on the show. Sometimes it's just about taking out some instrument, kept the feet, the voice, and the chorus together, and it's enough like this, and we discovered this the more we played. I think we realize it, and this song is a really good example of what I told you, because the people really like this song. They can sing with us, they have fun really, and it's just easy enough,
Exactly, yeah. That was one when I had first heard it, I was like, okay, I can understand the chorus at least. I get it.
But it's a long chorus,
Yeah.
But it's also it's tricky a little bit, just to say they want to be able to sing it, so they need to listen a little bit.
Yeah. The only line actually in the chorus that I was stuck on, and then I had to read the name of the song, is La Petite Nation.
Yeah, because
it happens very fast. I'm like, what are they saying? And then I look at the title, I'm like,
it's La Petite Nation. It's a little nation, but we said Petite Nation, and it's the name of the river.
It's also the name of the region we live in. Yes. So it's called La Petite Nation, and I think it comes from maybe Aboriginal people there.
Probably, yes.
It was one of the names. I don't. It's not a scientific. But I think it comes from the beginning when the colonization took place over there. But the river, it's called La Petite Nation, and then there's maybe like 10 to 15 villages. The surrounding, it's like the region called La Petite Nation, and it's we're proud of coming from that region. We have like a nice dynamic around in the village of Ripon and then in the surrounding, and it's that countryside, part of Quebec, right between Ottawa and Montreal. So then it's like lots of small villages, maybe 10 kilometers apart from each other, but it's a very dynamic region, and nice landscapes and nice people living there. And then so then we wanted to to have a song that reflects that we like this
in the region. The
region, and
people they had this song like a national anthem, but for the region.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. The maple trees are starting to drip.
Oh yeah, on t'attend à cabane.
Yeah, it's the song. It's nearly one year now that we released this one. It's the first one of the new album we will release that we put in, and it's about but I'm not sure, but in Manitoba you don't have this maple syrup time. Here you do have maple tree, but
we do.
I don't think you have producers.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
I actually don't know. Yeah,
I'm not pretty sure, but I know Quebec is the strongest producers around the world, and we do have the family. We have the maple shack, and each March to April, it's
a very traditional maple shack. Like we have half of the trees, it's all by hand, you know, with the bucket, water, and then we gather all the friends and family, and then you know that old shack that the father of my grandfather built, and then my grandfather, you know, made some renovation around, and then you have like that old wooden stove. So it's, you know, very
that's so cool. Guys, I saw
typical. So typical, you could say it's maybe arranged with, but it is. Yeah. We grew like that.
So. It's really like we were waiting for you in the shack. It's about, you know, you feel alone, you don't feel great. It's the time when everything's coming more lighter a little bit with the season change and the warm weather and the trees. They now giving us some water, you know, then we can make some maple syrup. And it's about this ambience, this putting everyone together in this time of the year at the maple shack. It's so important for us. And this song, I think it's an important one for us because it's part of our, let's say, personal history with the maple shack, the family maple shack. And obviously we make huge parties and music party.
That's so cool. Like I saw the video, and at first I'm like, oh, this is a cool set, and then I'm looking closer, I'm like, I think this is just their families. Spot. This is great.
Exactly. Just our families, and you know the people at the end where there's the musical part and people dancing. It's literally our family and friends. Just we gathered them and like, we're having this video clip. We would just want to recreate, you know, a bit of a dinner and a party at the Sugar Shack. So it is what it is. So it's just a show of what's happening at the Sugar Shack, and you know, it's close bonds and people gathering together and and celebrating the life. So
does the maple like taste good right out of the tree?
It tastes the let's say normal water with a little bit of something.
It depends on when you are in the season. Like if it's sometimes it's almost only like water. It's a bit of an aftertaste, like a sweet aftertaste. Sometimes it's very sweet.
Sometimes,
So then when it's very sweet, you know that the water is more charged with sugar, so then it takes less time to make maple syrup, and there's more sediment maybe in it, so then the maple syrup will be more, you know,
the grade of the syrup is
it will be darker, it will be more the flavor will be more powerful. So then it all depends on the, you know, what people like, but usually, strangely, people what is the highest rank of maple syrup? It's like the lighter one, so it's the water will be very much like normal water with a bit of an aftertaste, and then the syrup will be lighter a bit. It will still be maple syrup, still sweet, but maybe that typical maple taste will be less strong in your mouth. And then the more you go to the darker side of the maple syrup, usually it's when it's warmer during the day, and then there's more sediment in the water, and then it tastes very more powerful. But then it's like a darker grade of maple syrup. I like the darker one.
But people generally like the light though, like that'll be like more.
It depends.
The fancy people maybe it's for the.
But it's more marketed as you know, a more subtle and maybe more refined,
purest
maple syrup. But the real ones, you know, the maple sugar owners are the people that really like it. Usually they prefer maybe the medium or the darker ones because it tastes more, you know. Maybe it depends on what you do with the maple syrup. If you cook with it, you want like the darker one because you have like the maple taste will stay. And maybe if you do like pancakes or you eat straight up the maple syrup, the lighter side, it's more subtle. So it depends on your taste. It's all good.
I had the maple on the stick at Festival last week.
Yeah, that's it.
And So I hadn't had it since I was a kid because I had gone to festival when I was a kid. And I remember being like 8 years old and being like, "This is the best shit I've ever had. It's straight sugar." And then now as an adult, I can't really do the straight sugar. I was like, this is fantastic for 2 licks, and then I'm just eating straight maple syrup. I don't know if I can. But
it's super sweet. Yeah. La tire, as we called.
As well.
La tire.
La tire?
La tire. Yeah.
Tire d'érable.
Ah oui.
I'm a bit like you. I like it, but maybe like one. So, but in the family we have lots of
good.
sugar eaters. So then they take a couple of them.
Quite
but
popular.
it is straight sugar on the candy sticks.
Well, they have it where you guys are playing.
Yeah,
they will have it because we played in the Maple Shack tent. Yeah. So I guess we will have some maple.
We can compare and be critical.
I don't know. What's the name of it in English?
The tent?
No, that's it.
It's maple toffee, is it?
I don't really know.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Maybe.
We'll see.
Let's see. Yeah.
From a family of giants, an inspiring man.
Richer number 44.
You know Stéphane Richer?
I just learned about him today.
Okay, because he was playing for the Montreal Canadiens for
He's
several
the last
seasons.
50 goal scorer of Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah,
to this day.
He had one of the hardest shots in the world at this time, and he was quite affected by mental health problems all his career, and he was really, I'd say, a person that inspired a lot of people in professional sports to talk about it. And he is from Ripon, our hometown.
Yeah. When you come, in the village, at every entry of the village, you have this big, this big sign, and it's you're entering the village of Stéphane Richer with a picture of him playing hockey. So,
and we said that as we are all from Ripon, we should have a song in his honor, because he really put this village on the map. Let's say this, because he was quite famous at the time. He's still, but when he was playing and he was scoring 50 goals for the Montreal Canadiens, how can you be not famous? In Quebec, it's so a nation of hockey as here. Stéphane Richer, who has inspired us a lot, and we also like to watch hockey. We were watching the semifinals,
semis.
Just before we came here.
We didn't have lunch because we chose to watch a game instead.
We prefer to watch the game than so to close. Eat. So we're a big hockey fan as well. So it was a chance that we cannot, let's say, refuse. We had to put a song on his honor.
Yeah. Do you guys all play hockey?
I don't. The twins are playing.
Yeah, but
Samuel and Felix.
We all know how to shoot a puck for sure. Yeah. But yeah, particularly Felix and I, my twin brother, we were playing in the minor team. I was a goaltender. Felix was the big defenseman, slashing everyone. Yeah.
Did you when was the last time you played? Did you do like a rec league, anything?
Oh, Felix played in the beer league.
Yeah.
Sometime we played at the ice rink just for fun. Yeah, but when we did the clip, the video for the Richer, we were all on ice.
On the ice.
But we was not putting the skates because the ice quality was not good enough. But Eloi was goaltending.
And we invited a minor hockey team from the region to set up like this, hockey bottine. We call it hockey without the skates. Yeah. Then it was a fun video to shoot.
Nice. But it's a song we liked.
It's a really fun one.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I'm not sure we will play it at the festival. Maybe we'll see. The typical thing, sometimes we as a song on the album, we said, wow, it's a really nice one, and we liked it. Sometimes when we we sing it in live, we realize it's a bit complicated because it's a fast song with lots of lyrics, and then when we sing it in front of, let's say, Anglophone public and stuff like that, for them it could be, you know, dizzy. They're like, what's going on there? So many lyrics, and you know, it's going fast, and so sometimes we choose to not play this song, but when we are in Ripon, there's no chance.
We cannot
let this song out, you know, down. You know, it's we have to play it. It's like La Petite Nation.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Last one. Oh, this one I'm really not sure about the translation, but I heard it's the chorus line, and I was like, oh, this is a spin. This is like whatever they're saying, it's dope. But here's what it is. There are more friends in this world when your names have more money.
Yeah, plus d'amis.
Quand un homme a plus d'argent. Yes, it's but I'm not. Can you repeat it again?
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure. Okay. There are more friends in this world when your names have more money.
Well, yeah, it's like the twist, because it's there's, in fact, it would be more like there's no more friends in the world when you don't have money anymore.
That's what when
a guy doesn't. Yeah. But yeah, in French, I get it. It's like plus d'amis, and even us, it's like, the way it's written, even the name of the song, it's plus d'amis, so it can be either no more friends or more friends.
Right. Yeah. So at first I thought it was no more friends, and then I'm like looking at it and I'm writing it down. I'm like, I feel like there would be
if you link it to the rest of the song, it's like in every section of the song that guy is doing something, and then he tries to have like an action from someone, and then because he don't have money, people won't help him. So then at some point he's in the prison, behind the bars, and then nobody shows up for him because he don't have money to help them. And then in the beginning of the song, when he had money, he used to have lots of friends, he used to have women with him, and he used to be famous. But then now he's getting in trouble, and at every step of the song he's getting more and more in trouble, and then he don't have money anymore. So then those past friends, they're not there
and
for
you see
him.
what's going on when you don't have. Je le vois bien à présent.
Yeah, so
I can see it now. What happened when I don't have money?
He's now, delusionized. He's more like, okay, so this is how it works. I don't have money anymore, so those people won't show up now. Yeah, so it's a funny song too.
How does your experience compare becoming a successful band? Do you have more friends?
It could be when it's the time to enter a place when it's really crowded, when it's some person needs some drinks or something like it. But no, I couldn't say we live this so much. It could be, let's say, at some special occasion.
But I would say, we play all around the world. We're very lucky for that. But still, we play, some marginal kind of music, like from some roots music, traditional music from Quebec. So we're well known in where we come from, in the Petite Nation, even in the Outaouais region, and maybe a bit around Quebec. People that like that kind of music will, recognize us. I wouldn't say we are famous, so but in Ripon we do. When you get to the grocery, you need to plan extra time.
Town is 700, 800.
People know.
That's cool. Anywhere you haven't gone yet that you are excited to go to or would like to go to?
We have been in France, but only once. And we know they had several big festivals that I'm pretty sure they will like the music we do because it's also part of the history of the song, that a lot of our songs are coming from the French immigration. It's also, the language is the same with the difference of the accent. And we had a really good experience this year in France, but we know they have a lot of massive festival also that they will like to have us. We're pretty sure we could have a good success over there, but we didn't play so much, only once in France. So for me, I think the French market, probably because of the French speaking connection, will be something for us to be a part.
Yeah, I would say a bit like Sam, and even like this year, since we have like that new album coming in, and we don't play music full time in the band, we have other jobs or other stuff we do. So then, we do maybe for the last 3 years, it's between 40 to 50 shows a year, which is quite a lot. Considering we have like other other job or occupation, so we can't really much take more than that, because at that point we would need to pass full time. And we now have like in the family in the band, we have like 4 person in the band, have 1 or 2 children. So then we are the 3 brothers, me, Samuel, and Felix. We all had like children in the last 2 years. Felix has 2 kids, Sam 1 kid. So maybe we stay to the 40 to 50 show, and then this year, since we have that new album coming in, we made the choice to concentrate on Canada, and then maybe more the eastern market. So we had like a couple of showcases at the Rosec, which is like the eastern part of Quebec market, and then the Radar, which is the French market of like all the New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and everything. So we don't have all the dates yet, and at some point we will reveal them all. But we concentrated really on that, local market. And then because for the last 2 years, I mean, we've went to Europe like 4 times, 5 times, and then Japan at the Osaka World Expo. So then it took a lot of the shows we did. Maybe half of the shows was overseas. So this year we said, okay, maybe we concentrate, on the more local market to connect more with Quebec's people, and then maybe the eastern part of Canada with Acadian people that we have a good connection, and lots of common influence in the music we are doing. And then maybe next year we want to go to France or other Europe country. It's always fun tour to do there, so we will go back. But this year I'm stoked to try to visit more and more villages and cities that we haven't visited yet, even as a tourist or Quebec citizen.
True,
but going there and playing music, and then connect with more people from where we are, and then make those people not aware, but make them aware of who you are, the music you're playing, and then connecting with the roots that we share.
Exactly, especially playing the traditional Quebec music. It makes sense to.
And in Quebec traditional music, I feel like probably 99% of Quebecers, they know traditional music, at least one song, and then from what they used to hear at some parties. But it is still a style of music that is strong during Christmas and New Year's Eve, and then the rest of the year it's a bit shuffled under the table, and then it gets back, and then it plays at the radio during Christmas time.
Everyone like it is.
And we like to say we do traditional music and we do composition as well. It's maybe half and half from some songs that we sing in our families, and then we create some music around it, and then we write songs in the style of traditional music with the same kind of instruments, because we like it and we're young, we put a lot of drive in it, and we would like people to like that kind of music all year round, and to say this is not just stereotype for Christmas. And it is like that, I feel, nowadays. So all of the people remember those songs during Christmas, and then it's maybe outdated the rest of the year. So we like to say, no, come to one of our shows, listen to our album. It is still, actual the whole year, and it's a way of gathering, and it's difficult not to dance and not to sing along, especially if you're Quebecois, to what we say. So we'll have the chance to, to go around and spread the message around.
Hell yeah. Growing up in Ripon, you have there were like these traditional Quebecois bands you would hear around. There's also like rock bands. Like, was there any type of, what was the music scene like at the small town?
Yeah, we have, for myself, I'll say Quebec band influence, let's say, from all the type of music. It could be pop, rock, folk. My parents was listening so much of Quebec music from all the types that we were raised with it. So that I'd say I received a lot of different influence, but all in French. And as well, traditional music, of course, was the main, let's say, thing that I sticked on it. But Eloi has more, let's say, classical base on music.
Well, I would say to answer your question, in Ripon itself, it's such a small village. There's now there is a cooperative Place du Marché. It's a co-op, and then there's a small stage, and then it's more emergent artists from every kind of music they're playing. So mostly French music, and then there's a group also. I think they're doing some more rock, funk music some Saturdays. And growing up, we didn't have that stage there, but in the surroundings, we had like a festival Musique en Nous, which is, French but Quebecois from every genre are going to that festival. So it was very festival that gathered a lot of people. And then, of course, traditional music bands from the surrounding, every time they played, no matter where, all the young and the older and everyone were gathering to those shows. So even if you were a metal music fan or a pop or rap, everyone went to see La Tuque Bleue or Arc-en-Ciel before that. So that was always, when we grew up, the common style of music that all of the people from La Petite Nation, well, maybe not all, but most of them were sticking to that kind of music. And then there was some theaters around, and then they were playing some other, like Les Cowboys Fringants, Trois Accords, sometimes some English rock band as well, but it was mainly, from what I remember, Quebecois French music, and then maybe sometime more rock, sometime more folk, some from all the kind of scenes. And now it concentrates with the Ripontrade. It's been 7 years a festival exists, so there's now a festival rooted in that traditional music. So it just confirms that traditional music, at least for the region we're from, it's something that everyone can rely on. And then there's still some theaters around, and then there's some rap, some pop, some folk, and then lots of people from different genres.
French rap sounds so cool to me.
I don't listen that much to it, but my girlfriend do, so I hear a lot of it.
To listen to it.
Were your parents raising you to be musicians? Were they like, you're gonna play music, or did you kind of discover it by yourselves?
No, not at all. We were raised in a musical environment, of course. So we were listening a lot of music. Our grandparents was playing the accordion, traditional accordion. My father played the guitar. My mother played the piano. My sisters and Eloi, they received piano lessons. But Felix and I was more sportive at the beginning of our life. But we were also listening a lot of music and singing in the, let's say, Christmas time, Maple Shack time. We grow with all those traditional songs, turning around. And so it was the environment. But no, they didn't say, oh, yeah, we put everything on you to become a musician. No, not at all.
I think our parents, because in the band we're 5 people, and out of the 5 were 3 brothers. And a cousin of us, the Brown is nicknamed. André Michel is the cousin of our father, but he's on the youngest side, so he's at 40 this year. We're more the early 30s, and then the 4th one is a friend of ours. So then for the family part of the band, the 3 brothers, we've been raised with parents that they never forced us to do anything, and they did some music. My father, he loved his guitar, but he's not a virtuosi of guitar. He's just he liked to play guitar, but he's not professional, so it's something he liked to do as a hobby. My mom took piano lesson, and then they encouraged us if we wanted to play music. Well, I did some piano lessons at the school. We were in the local harmonie, orchestra from the high school, and then they encouraged us to whatever we wanted to do. And the twins were more sporty, so they used to play hockey in the league. So then they didn't have time to have like those piano lessons or percussion lessons when they were younger. But then, yeah, it was just an open area. But like Sam said earlier, we just grew up listening to all kind of music in the house, especially French, Quebecois music. So then we had like lots of music was in our life, but we never had some pressure to do a music band or something. But they, of course, are very happy that we do.
Yeah. And eventually Sam came around and Felix.
Yeah, we were singing and foot stomping. It's just the instrument that we didn't really have the time.
Yeah, in fact, at their 18th birthday, they bought each other an instrument. Felix an accordion, Sam a violin at first, and now he's playing banjo. But
yeah, and then we practice. It was horrible at the beginning, but we learned. But we were really passionate, and this is, I think, the main key to in French is a perseverance. To reach a goal, it's you need to have the patience, really. And we were having it, and it was a dream we had to learn those instruments, but we didn't have so much time. But I broke a knee when I was 18, so it was a perfect reason to buy this fiddle and start to play.
You gotta do something.
Like 3 months not moving.
So I mean, you're like this. What you want to do?
Yeah.
It was the best time.
And I think what helps, it's those twins are very a bit hyperactive and competitive, and they were competitive when they were playing hockey and other sports. And then when Sam broke his knee, and then they decided both to have an instrument, and they had like this competition. They just wrote down all the songs they learned on a piece of paper, and they kept teasing each other, like I know more songs than you, and then the other one would go and try to, and they would live together in the Sainte Thérèse, and then go see all the old ones around,
it was a
knowing traditional songs. So then it was a bit of a competition between the twins. So from the outside, I see it like an accelerator of the learning the instruments. They just kept pushing each other and fighting each other at who was the best at these instruments or knowing the most songs. So it helped that we could start the band not so much long after, and then with the years it's now better.
The sibling rivalry is big. I had that as a kid as well. Me and my brother were both learning piano, and then like we both started when we were 3, but I'm a year older. So then but he was the prodigy. So when I was like 6 and he was 5, he had me cooked. And then I'm like, well, fuck. I'm like,
you need to.
I gotta learn. Well, I ended up being like, I just need to learn a different instrument because I can't do. I'm not gonna be able to be on piano. So then I picked up guitar, and I love guitar now, and it's my thing. So
nice.
It all works out.
Yes, I can feel you.
Do you guys ever have a period of sibling rivalry growing up? Any type where it was in a non-healthy way?
Not on my side. I was, I'm a bit 3 years older, and then we come out from Ripon, but going after high school, it's if you wanted to go to college or university, you need to get out. So at 17, I was living out at the city next to Montreal. So then the twins followed 3 years later. But so for when we were a bit older, I wasn't living out with the twins, and then afterwards we started our adult life and then having a job and everything. So we were still, pretty close. But since I'm a bit older, it's like a bit a small decay between us. But maybe Sam with Felix, I'm not aware of all of that.
Yeah, of course. But we were more friends than enemy. But it happened, of course. We had so many energies and competitive behavior. So it was like this in sports, in the music, but it was the most of the time we were on the same side. It's against maybe the other one. Unfortunately for them. But but of course, like every sibling, we have a bit of rivalities. we played tennis sometime, and it was always who will win against the other one. We bet something, and we have this gambling behave also a little bit.
That's funny. What do you guys have coming up? You have the album in May, you said, right?
Yeah,
and
15.
Then, any big festivals this year that are that you're able to talk
coming
about
for the summer.
that we're able to say. Well, we have like our album going out. We're putting like the album launch in Saint-André-Avelin, the village next to Ripon, because we wanted like a big place.
The capital of the little nation.
Yes, so we're doing that on the 15th of May. We have a show in Montreal 5th of June. So we're doing a show in the big city to launch officially that album. I think all the festivals and everything, it's not yet official, like publicly announced, so we can't say that much. But like if people want to follow us on Facebook and the website diable5.com is the best place, or
coming out,
on the bands in town and stuff like that. It's gonna be announced, I would say, between a month or two from now. But we do have like a big summer coming in, lots of festival, lots of theaters that will go across mainly Quebec and Eastern Canada. So I'm not so sure of what I can say, so I will just say to follow us and look at the
next
what
thing
we
for
announced.
us will be a video on the middle of March for the St. Patrick's date.
Ooh.
It's a new song about the Irish immigration.
It's the next single, like
the next single
last
will be launched
before the album.
for the St. Patrick's. So this is the next thing coming on for us that you should watch.
Beautiful. All right, yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to your show either tonight or tomorrow. I'll be there. And Sam, Eloi, thank you so much for coming in.
All
Thank you very much. Thanks for the
my
invite.
friend. Yes, thank you for the beer.
Merci
Yes,
beaucoup.
sir.
Merci, mon ami. Thank you for the interview.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for watching this episode of In the Zone. If you're on YouTube, you can like the video and subscribe to support the show. If you're on another podcast platform, give us 5 stars, give us a follow, do what you can. Just throw me a freaking bone here, okay? I'm busting my ass day and night to make a good podcast just for you. So please do what you can. I appreciate it. While you're at it, go over to Instagram at inthezone.wpg and give that a follow if you haven't already. Thank you so much. You're the best. Love you lots. See you next time.